Hello guys, so we are going to continue the discussion with respect to Python, and in this video we are going to discuss about this amazing library which is called as Matplotlib. Now with the help of Matplotlib, you will be able to visualize the data in a various different plots, and this will be very handy whenever you are specifically working in exploratory data analysis and feature engineering. So let us go ahead and first of all we are just going to see about Matplotlib. So here you can see Matplotlib is a powerful plotting library for Python that enables the creation of static, animated, and interactive visualization. It is widely used for data visualization in data science and analytics. In this lesson, we'll cover the basics of Matplotlib, including creating various types of plots and customizing them. So first of all, what we really need to do is that I will just go ahead and pip install this particular library. So if I go ahead and do it, pip install Matplotlib, you'll be able to see that the installation will take place. I think I've already done it, so that is the reason it will be showing requirement already satisfied. So this is one way. The other way is that you just go ahead and open your requirement.txt, make sure to just update it over here, and whatever libraries you specifically want to do, probably keep it in your entire development platform. You have to make sure that you install all this requirement.txt in the same virtual environment. So first of all, let's go ahead and see some of the examples. So first we will be importing. I will go ahead and import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. So Matplotlib has this library called as pyplot, through which most of the functions that is used for plotting different visualization diagrams with the help of data will be used from this library itself. So I'll be showing you one by one by probably creating multiple examples as such. Okay, so first of all, let's go ahead and install this. So I have actually imported it. I've imported matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. Okay. Now let's do one thing. Let's take some of the examples. So here I will just take my x coordinate data. I'll go ahead and write x to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say there are 5 elements over here. And this basically becomes my x-axis. Let's say the data for the x-axis, and this is my y-axis. Okay. And if I go ahead and write 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. So these are my data of x and y coordinate. Now I am planning to create a line plot. Okay. I'm planning to create a line plot. So once I do this with respect to the line plot, what I really need to do is that I'll just go ahead and write plt.plot. And here I can just go ahead and use x, y. Right. So once I execute it, here is the diagram that you will be able to see. What I am actually going to do, I'll also hide my face so that you'll be able to see the diagrams very much clearly. Okay. So just by using this plt.plot x, y, you can see that how beautifully I'm able to just create this particular coordinate. And this is my x-axis and this is my entire y-axis. Okay. Now there are some more key elements in a line plot which you can also go ahead and customize and change. One is the x label. So let's say I will go ahead and write this is my x label. And x label, I'll just go ahead and write x-axis. Okay. Similarly, I can go ahead and plot y label. Okay. Y label. And here I'm just going to go ahead and write y-axis. Okay. And then finally, I will just go ahead and write plot title. And let's say this, I will write it down as basic line plot. Now this information that I've given, this will be the label for the x-axis. Okay. And this will be the label for the y-axis, and this will be the label for the entire plot. Okay. And finally, to probably display this particular plot, I can just go ahead and write plot.show. So here you can see x-axis is updated, y-axis is updated, and basic line plot is updated. Okay. So this is how you can probably go ahead and start and create a basic line plot by using this. Okay. Now let's customize this line plot a little bit more. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do over here, I'll just copy the same data that I have, x and y. Okay. And after this, I'll go ahead and create a customized line plot. So I will be customized. Okay. So I'll just go ahead and create this customize. Now I'll just go ahead and write plt.plot. And here I'm going to specifically use my x and y coordinate. The color will be nothing but it'll be red. Okay. Here I'm going to specifically use my line style. Let's say if I go ahead and use the line style as just like this. Okay. That is single dash. So right now, in my line plot, a line is basically created for every coordinates with respect to x and y. Okay. Now if I just go ahead and use this line style, here you'll be able to see this is how my entire line looks like. Here I've actually used color. So two parameters, very important parameters. One is color. You can actually use line style. You can actually use, which is dash. Let's say I go ahead and change this particular line style. I'll use double dash. Okay. Now if I go ahead and execute it, now you'll be able to see, now I'm be able to see the line with double dashes, right? So here you can see a lot of short dashes are over here till the up, right? With respect to all the coordinates. Now, if I also want to use other line style, you can also go ahead and use dash or dot. So now here you'll be able to see along with dash, there will be a dot, dash dot, dash dot. So this is also one more style that you can specifically use. Now, again, with respect to, you can also refer to Matplotlib documentation to find out any kind of line style. Let's say if I just go ahead and write star over here, this will not work because it is saying, hey, that particular character is not there. Which all character is specifically there? Here you can see supported values are dash, dash, dash dot, double, colon. Then you can also have none, blank, solid, dashed, dash dot, dotted. So these are all the options that you have, right? Which you can refer it to. But right now I'll not be using this. Instead, I'll just use double dash. Okay. So perfect. So this double dash, you can see the diagram over here. Now the next thing that we are going to play with is our marker. Now this marker, if I write small o, right, you'll be able to see with respect to this particular marker, for every coordinate of x and y, there will be this specific marker that will get displayed. So if I go ahead and execute it, here you can see 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, 4 dot, and finally you have 5 dot. Okay. So all the dots are specifically over here. Okay. So this line style is specifically for the line. This is basically for the coordinates of x and y, whatever style you really want to create. If you want to go ahead and see if there are anything as such, so you can also use this star, and you can also see that how star is basically given for every coordinates of x and y. Okay. But right now I'll just go ahead and use this because this looks much more better. Now again, if I really want to play with line, so I can go ahead and write line width. Okay. And with respect to line width, I can go ahead and set it with respect to pixel. Let's say if I'm going to set it to 2, then you'll be able to see that it will become much more thicker. If I go ahead with 3, then you'll be seeing, hey, it is still getting more thicker, right? So you can play with the line width based on this particular parameter. Now, if line width is already there, then obviously we can also play with this marker size, right? So here we are just going to go ahead and write another parameter, which is called as marker size. And with respect to marker size, let's say if I go ahead with 9, so here you can see how thick it is, right? And this is a basic way of customizing a line plot. Along with this, you can go ahead and write plot X label, Y label, anything that you want. One more parameter that we can use is nothing but grid. Okay, so if I go ahead and write grid, and if I set it to true, this is just going to create a grid on top of this particular diagram and something like this. Okay. So this is how you can see with respect to different diagrams, with respect to different parameters, how you can customize a line plot. Okay. Now let's go ahead and create multiplots. Now we'll see how we can go ahead and build multiple plots. Okay. Now for creating multiple plots, we will be using subplot. So let me just go ahead and create my sample data. Okay. And this is basically my sample data. With respect to sample data, let's say that I have actually created 3 coordinates x, y1 and y2. See, my main aim is to create not only a single plot, but multiple plots itself, right? So let me do one thing. I'll be taking these 3 coordinates x, y1 and y2. Now I will first of all create a bigger figure, right? So I will write plot.figure. So this will be my main parent figure where I will be going to build, or where I'm going to probably write code to create independent subplots. So first of all, I will use a figure size. So here I'll be seeing there is a figure size of, let's say 9, 5. Okay. So if I execute it right now, you'll not be able to see the figure size. Don't worry. But once we start plotting it, you'll be able to see that entire diagram. So first I will just go ahead and plot it. So let's say I'll use plt.subplot. And let me put some values. I'll explain of these values. I'll put 1, 2, 1. Okay. And then I will go ahead and write plt.plot. And with respect to this plt.plot, I will say, hey, x, y1, I want to plot it. And let's use the color as green. Okay. Green. And this will basically be my plt.title will be my plot 1. Let's say this is what I'm actually going to write. I'll explain you about these numbers, why I have actually created. Now let's execute this. So here you can see that when I actually created, first of all, a main, the chart, the figure size is nothing but 9, 5, right? With respect to pixels. Now what I'm actually done is that you need to understand this. PLT dot subplot 1 comma 2 comma 1. What does this basically mean? 1 comma 2 basically means how many rows and how many columns I'm going to create in this particular figure, right? In this parent figure, how many subplots I'm actually going to create. So 1 comma 2 basically means 1 row and 2 columns. So 1 row, this entire row and 2 columns. Okay. 1 row and 2 columns basically means I'm actually going to plot 2 different plots over here, because I just have 1 row and 2 columns. If I go ahead and write 2 row and 2 columns, so here you will be able to see now my figure has been changed, right? And with respect to the third parameter where I am constructing that particular plot, right? Now let's say in 2 comma 2, that basically means 2 rows and 2 columns. Let's say I will go ahead and plot it in probably my second space over here, right? If I want to plot it over here, if I go ahead and see it right now, since I don't have any plot over here, it is probably showing the image over here. So let's go ahead and do one more thing. Let's create the next plot. So first of all, I'll just show with respect to 1 comma 2, where I have 1 row and 2 columns. Now similarly, I will go ahead and copy this. I'll paste it over here. Now this time I'll say, hey, 1 comma 2, but in the second plot, I have to probably develop my entire plot over here, right? So now I will just go ahead and write, I'll change the data to y1 comma x. Now if I go ahead and execute it, now here you can see, this is my second plot that is got created, right? And I can just go ahead and change this also, so it will be different. So plot 2 is over here and plot 1 is over here, right? Very simple, right? 1 comma 2 basically means 1 row. So 1 row and 2 columns. 2 columns basically means I'm going to just develop 2 plots over here, right? Let's say if I go ahead with 2 rows and 2 column, and let's say my third and fourth row, second row, the third and fourth block is also empty. So I'm just going to go ahead and write this, and now this time I'm going to plot in the third block, right? And here I'll just go ahead and write x comma y2, let's say. And this time, instead of using this green, I will use red, and here I'm going to use blue, okay, different color. And this will be my plot 3. Now since I've used 2 column 2 rows, that is what I'm actually given, but this will be my third box, right? So if I go ahead and execute it, now here you can see this is my third box, right? So I will be able to see my plot 3 also, right? Very simple, right? Plot 1, plot 2, plot 3. And finally I need to probably display it over here. I can go ahead and copy it, paste it over here, and let's say I go ahead and write this will be my fourth plot, okay, fourth box. And this time let's say I'm just going to plot with x square, okay, and this time the color will be green, okay. And if I go ahead and execute it, I'm getting an error, okay, just a second. It is basically saying 2 comma 2 form unsupported operate, okay, this is unsupported. Why? Let me check, or I'll just say multiplied by 2. Let's see. Okay, I'm getting an error. Let's see whether I've done this mathematical operation properly or not. X is nothing but my list. Okay, it's still giving an error. Let's see whether I'll remove this particular operation, it will work or not. So here you can see I'm able to get my fourth diagram, okay, and this will basically be my plot 4, okay, plot 4. So overall, you are able to see that I'm able to plot over here any things, right? You can probably perform this particular operation separately. Let's say if I go ahead and just go ahead and write x, or I'll go ahead and write z is equal to x multiplied by 2, okay, and this time I'm just going to use this z over here. Okay, still it is giving an error. Why? Because the list is not there, I guess. Code, let's see, x multiplied by 2. I'm actually, okay, that many number, okay, it is increasing the number of elements. Okay, so that is the problem, and that is the reason why we were getting this error, okay, because it is increasing. Okay, I'm just going to keep that particular error like that. So please, whenever you see an error, don't hesitate to probably solve that, okay, and stop worrying about the errors sometimes, right? So that is one example, because when we are doing multiplied by 2, it's just appending more elements, okay, but we can perform any mathematical operation just by using list comprehension or anything that you really want, okay. Or I can use a for loop, whatever things you want. So this basically becomes a 2x2 plot, where in every block I have actually done the plotting, okay. So perfect. Now let's go ahead and discuss about the bar plot, okay. So let's go ahead and discuss about bar plot. Now what exactly is bar plot? Let's say I want to plot something related to categories. So I have categories like A, B, C, I have A, B, C, and let's say I have D, I have E. Okay. So these are my categories. Now let me just go ahead and write my values. So it is nothing but 5, 7, 3, 8, 6. Okay. Now let me just go ahead and create a bar plot. Now for every category, I need to plot this specific value in the form of buildings, right? Bar plot is nothing but it is just in the form of buildings. It'll be a good visualization, a most common visualization mechanism used for data, right? So I will just go ahead and write plt.bar, and here, first of all, I will give my categories. Second, I'm going to probably give my values, and the third, I'll just go ahead and give my color. So let's say I'm giving a color called as purple, right? And if I go ahead and execute it, this is how beautifully you are able to see. With respect to A category, I'm having this 5 value, right? With respect to B category, I'm having this 7. C category, I'm having this 3, right? And this is how you can specifically use. Along with this, you can again go ahead and play with all the other parameters like X label, Y label, title, and show. So once you execute this, you'll be able to see this. Okay. So here you can see almost each and everything we have discussed about the bar plot also. Let's see another amazing plot, which is basically called as histogram. So for this, I've already written the definition for histogram. Histogram are used to represent the distribution of the data. See, it is very much important. If you have a data set and you will be probably working with a CSV file, you'll be working with different huge data, and each data, it separately has different features, and each feature, if it is a numerical feature, it follows a different distribution, right? So in order to represent that particular distribution of our data, we specifically use histogram. It will show us how the data is, whether it is in a normal distribution curve or whether it is a Pareto distribution, different types of distribution. Over here, we divide the data into bins and count the number of data points in each bin. Okay. So let's say if I have numbers between 1 to 5, okay, I'll just create a sample data for you and then I will make you understand. Okay. Let's say over here, I have all my numbers between 1 to 5. It can be a repeated numbers and all. Now what we'll do, we will try to divide all these numbers based on bins, right? And this bins will be specifically equal. So let me just go ahead and create a histogram over here. Okay. And let's say that right now I'm just going to use 5 bins. So I'll go ahead and write plot.hist, and here I'm going to use data bins is equal to 5. Okay. I'm saying, hey, please take this particular data and divide this into 5 bins, right? So if you are able to see over here, this is my first bin, 1 to 1.5, 1.5 to 2 is my another bin. And like this, what I can actually do with respect to every bin, you know, and here you'll be able to see, okay, this is my bin, 1 to 1.8, 2.6, 3.4, 4.2, and 5. These are all my bins, and this is with respect to all my numbers. Then within this particular range, how many numbers are present? That is what is the height shown over here, right? So that we'll discuss about it. Along with this, you know, you can also play with more parameters. I'll go ahead and write color is equal to orange. Okay. And then we will go ahead and write edge color is equal to black. Okay. Black. So let's go ahead and see this. Now you can see that my diagram looks much more better. So this is between 1 to 1.8. One number is present. 1.8 to 2.6. I think 2 numbers are present. 2.6 to 3.4. This much numbers are present. So we just go ahead and count it. See, between 1 to 1.8, only one number is there, right? And you can see between 1.8 to 2.6, how many numbers are there? 2 is there. 2.6 to 3.4, how many numbers are there? 3 is there, right? Sorry, 3 is there. Right, then for between 3.4 to 4.2, how many numbers are there? 4 are there. Similarly, with respect to 5 are there, and that is the reason you'll be able to see this kind of histogram. But most commonly it is used, and you will be knowing that with respect to distribution, if I just smoothen this curve, I will be able to get the distribution of the curve, right? So this is the most important thing, and this is how my diagram looks like. You can also go ahead and zoom in, zoom out. Based on this, you'll be getting an option over here on the right hand side. You can also save this. You can also copy this and paste it anywhere you want. Okay, this is how you go ahead and probably create a histogram plot. Now we'll focus on creating a scatter plot. So let's go ahead and create a scatter plot. So here with respect to scatter plot, what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to probably create my sample data. So this will basically be my sample data, and then I'm just going to write plt.scatter, and here I'll just use my x and y coordinate, and again a very important plot, and you'll also be seeing all this kind of plots we will be using. So here you can see I'm just using marker is equal to nothing but it'll be X. So if I go ahead and see it, I'm getting some error. Okay, it is maker, or I have to write marker. Okay. So once I use this, so here you'll be able to see my data points will be scattered somewhere like this, right? So with respect to any kind of data points, you'll be able to create a scatter plot just by using plt.scatter. Okay. Now coming to the last one, which is called as pie chart. So pie chart, if you've seen a lot of presentation from managers and all, they really create a lot of pie charts specifically over there. So we'll try to see. So let's go ahead and define a pie chart. In pie chart, we specifically require one thing is labels. Let's say I have 4 labels, A, B, C, and this is my fourth label. And let's say along with this, we define some sizes, some values. Okay, so I can go ahead and write 30, 20, 40, and 10. Okay, so these are the values. And then along with this, I'm just going to use colors. And with respect to colors, I'm just going to go ahead and write, let's say gold will be one color. Yellow green is going to be one other color that I'm actually going to use. Light coral, it will be one color. Along with this, we will also use light sky blue, right? So these are the various colors that we are going to use. Along with this, we are going to create a variable called as explode. And here you can see 0.1, 0, 0. Okay, so 4 values you will be able to see over here. Okay. And the reason why I'm using explode, I'll just let you know, right? Right now, just keep this particular value over here. Okay. Let's say that I want to explode to 0.2. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and create a pie chart. Now, for creating a pie chart, I will be using plot.py function. And first parameter, I'll be giving my data, which is my sizes. Then I will just go ahead and assign my labels, whatever labels I have actually defined. Okay. If I execute it, here you'll be able to see A, B, C, D, right? A is nothing but the 30, then 20, B will be 40, C will be 40 over here because C is 40 and D is 10. Okay. And here you can see with respect to different colors, I'm able to see it over here. Perfect. Yellow, green and all. Now, along with this, let's go ahead and apply some colors. So here I'm just going to say, hey, colors will be this specific colors that I've actually mentioned. Okay. So now it looks pretty much good with respect to all these colors I have actually assigned. By default, some colors were there. Now I need to also display with respect to how much percentage is with respect to every slice, right? So here I will be using one more parameter, which is called as auto PCT, auto percentage. And here I'm going to use percentile 1 dot 1 F, that is floating percentile. Okay. So I'm going to basically write like this: percentile 1 dot 1 F percentile and percentile. So any number of decimals, but at least 1 digit should be there before the decimal and 1 digit should be there after the decimal. Okay. And here now, if I go ahead and execute it, here you'll be able to see the percentage 20.0, 30.0, 10.0, 40.0. Okay. There is also another parameter which is called as shadow. Okay. Shadow is equal to true. If I go ahead and execute it, it will also show you some kind of shadow over here. Here you can actually see it. Now, finally, after doing all these things, I'm now going to show you why we specifically use this explode, right? So here I'm going to define explode is equal to nothing but explode. Now, this explode is what it says is that it is just going to move out the first slice because I've changed the value over here for this, right? So 0.2. So if I go ahead and give this explode, now if you go ahead and see, this entire thing has come out. This is my first slice, which is completely coming out, right? This is just to probably give you a better look and feel with respect to the code that we are doing, and the diagram will definitely look much more good. So this is my pie chart. Okay. Till here we have discussed so many different things, so many different blocks. And here you can see all the lines of code that I've actually written for you to just to show you like what are the different kind of plots. Okay. Now, finally, the best thing, let's do it with one practical example. So we will do sales data visualization. Okay. Now I have so much sales data. So let's pick up one of them. Let's say this is my sales data. Okay, so let's consider this sales data. Okay, sales1.csv file, right? So I'll go ahead and import pandas as PD. Okay, then let's say this is my sales underscore data, which is nothing but pd.read_csv file. And with respect to CSV file, let's pick up some other data if I want. Let's see. This looks good. Okay. This is a huge data, right? Sales underscore data dot CSV. So I'm going to use this. So let's go ahead and write sales underscore data dot CSV. Okay. And if you go ahead and see this data frame, I'm just going to write this data frame. Okay. And let's go ahead and print sales underscore data dot head of top 5 records. Okay. With print now, it will not look that good. So I'll just remove this. Okay. Print statement. Now it is looking like amazing, right? Now what I'm actually going to do is that let's go ahead and group based on product category. We will try to see the summation of the units sold or unit price. Okay. And this, which will be basically my total sales. And then we'll try to construct a bar plot. Okay. And that is how you will be able to get an idea how to work on this. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do over here. So let me just go ahead and plot total sales by products. Okay. And for this, I will just go ahead and write df dot sales data df dot info. And here I'm able to see what all categories I have, what all features I have, right? Now I will say, hey, total sales by product. Okay. So this will be my first thing. I'll just go ahead and write sales underscore data dot df. And here I'm just going to do a group by operation. I hope I've already shown you what is group by operation. I will just go ahead and take this product category. Okay. So obviously product category is over here. Okay. And based on this particular product category, we will try to group by. Okay. And then I'm just going to see the numerical value. Numerical value is nothing but unit price. Okay. And based on this unit price, you'll be able to see based on the unit price or total revenue. Okay. So total revenue, I'll just go ahead and take this total revenue based on categories. Okay. Because tomorrow you will be able to get a data set like this. And then I'm just going to do the sum. Okay. Once I do the sum and I go ahead and print my total sales by product. So here you can see beauty products, this is the value, electronics, this is the value and all. Now we will take based on all these categories and we'll plot a bar plot. Okay. So how to plot a bar plot? Now here I'll say, hey, total sales by product dot plot. And here the kind I'm going to basically use is nothing but bar. And the color will be nothing but, let's say I go ahead and use a new color which is called as teal. So here you can see how beautifully you are able to see with respect to every products what is the price. Again, you can go ahead and write your X label and Y label. And here is your entire bar chart based on various products that you are able to see. Okay. As you all know, I also have, if I go ahead and see, there is a column which is called as date. Let's say I want to probably plot my sales trend over time. Okay. So let's do that. So here I'm going to basically write plot sales trend over time. So here I can go ahead and create my sales trend and I'll say, hey, df dot group by, let's do the group by. Okay, instead of df, I'll say sales data dot df dot group by. And this time I am going to take my date column. I'm going to probably take my total revenue. So the total revenue is this one. Date is nothing but DATE. Let's see. And here I'm just going to say, hey, dot sum. So if I just go ahead and execute it, you'll be able to see that. Just remove this. This will be how my data looks like. So on this, the total revenue was this. On this, the total revenue is this. On this, the total revenue is this. So different total revenues are specifically there, right? Now, what I'm actually going to do over here is that I will just go ahead and first of all, when I execute this, I'll be able to see two different columns. One is based on date and based on total revenue, right? So if I just go ahead and print it, let's see. So here I'm able to get these two things, right? What I will do, I will just go ahead and make sure that I will do something called as reset index. And once I do the reset index, I'll be able to get two columns. One is date and total revenue. The reason is that I'll be able to use the date in my x-axis and total revenue in the y-axis. So this will basically be my sales trend. Okay. And finally, you'll be able to see that I will just go ahead and plot it. So for that, I will use a plt.plot and let's go ahead and take my sales underscore train. Okay. And here I'm going to be probably take my date column, Then the next one is sales underscore trend with respect to sales column. Okay, or sorry, total revenue. And if I go ahead and execute it, so this will be my entire plot. By seeing it, you will be able to understand it, right? So this is my data. Obviously the data is very huge, so this is how it will look like. But I feel that this is not doing a great work with respect to huge number of records. But again, you'll be able to see with respect to this particular graphs how it is going up and down or not. And you'll also be able to see that, hey, maximum sale was somewhere around 4,000. So I hope you were able to understand this entire video, and I hope I was able to explain you with respect to Matplotlib. This was it from my side. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day. Thank you. Take care.